And as we begin to explore the consciousness element, just becoming aware of your entire field of experience. Your experience of the world around you in the form of sensations, of space, light, sound, perhaps odors, the contact that the body is making with the world, the touch of the air on your skin, your body making contact with your seat, with the floor. And being aware of your internal experience as well. Being aware of physical sensations arising in the body. Aware of that special class of internal sensations that we call feelings. Particularly sensations around the heart and the solar plexus. These feelings which may be pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. And just noticing what your mind is doing. Whether the mind is generating thoughts or desires. Whether the mind is resisting, grasping, or just content to be experiencing whatever is arising right now. And there's one thing in particular I invite you to notice. The experiences just happen. You don't have to do anything to make them happen. So sensations are arising in dependence upon the outside world. Sounds, light, touch. You don't need to do anything to make these things happen. So just notice how they are simply present, arising in each moment. And noticing also how sensations from within the body are likewise just arising. You can have a sense of choice about whether or not you pay attention to something like the pressure that your body is exerting on the seat beneath you. But those sensations are arising whether or not you pay attention to them. Notice how the body is active without you having to be consciously in control. The breathing is simply happening. The heart is beating. Digestion is taking place. The skin is producing sweat. So just letting your mind rest in the present moment. And just noticing the continual arising of those sensations. And feelings, likewise, just arise. It would be lovely in a way if we could choose our feelings, because then we could just be happy all the time. But sometimes we feel down or confused or upset, or we don't feel anything at all. In a way, feelings just show up like guests passing through a guest house. Notice how thoughts simply arise. You may have the feeling that you cause thoughts to arise. But most often our thoughts are simply a surprise to us. So just watch the mind and notice what the next thought is that arises. And when that thought arises, just recognize you didn't know what that thought was going to be until it presented itself to you. So within awareness, there's so much happening that we're not in control of. These experiences are just passing through. Arising and passing away. And you may think that your awareness itself, your attention itself, is under your control. But notice how the mind keeps turning involuntarily to trains of thought that arise. You may want to remain mindful and present, but your mind isn't really under your control. Your attention goes here, it goes there. Sometimes it's expansive, sometimes it contracts. Fundamentally, it's not really under your control. It's like watching a river. The water flows by. We can dip a hand in from time to time and slow the flow of part of the water. But ultimately, we can observe these thoughts, feelings, sensations, and recognize that they're simply flowing. That they're not you. This is not me. This is not mine. I am not this. Even consciousness itself doesn't really belong to you. So just sitting for the next minute or two, just observing the flow of conscious events until you hear the bell.